Talking. Welcome to Talk Kings, where real kings talk about real things.
Welcome to Talk Kings. My name is Donnell Brett. I'm your host. We got my man Larry Kennedy, Johnny Brooks, DJ Avance. We're here to talk to you about some real things. Hey, we're the real kings talking about real things. Today we're going to talk about DMs. Guys, we're going to talk about DMs. I got it. I know all of y'all married, including myself. Yeah, go ahead, wipe your forehead. Wipe your forehead. I already know, disclaimer, wives ain't nobody, we're not in anyone's DMs. But I was. I'm going to be honest, I have to confess. I'm going to confess this here, live on
set
that I've been in a DM. Yeah, that's how I met my wife for the second time. I was in the DM. So I hit her up, and that's actually how we started communicating. So good can come out of the DM. Yeah. Good can come out of the DM. But there's a lot of bad that's going on in the DM these days. Screenshot. So for me, I can't for the likelihood understand why any guy that's married too would inbox a woman anything without fear of her taking it and posting it on social media.
Well, this subject got my glasses.
I mean, listen, a lot of things happen in those DMs or Facebook Messenger or whatever. And, have y'all heard of anything like that? Because I know y'all ain't in no DMs, but I know y'all talk to people, no guys or no girls. We all got friends that are female, and I know a lot of them that talk about guys in their inboxes, and you'll be surprised at what is in there.
Well, I think anytime a guy sees a young lady on social media that they think is attractive or they might have had a crush on, a lot of times they hit them in the DM. And of course, the music and the song didn't help the situation because everybody had knowledge of it at that point. But everybody have to realize social media is traditionally have always been used as more of a dating site. I mean, it's false media, false propaganda a lot of times, but everybody got to realize it's fake news. It's usually somebody putting on or showing a life that's really not their real life. So my thing is, if a guy got to really hit a girl in DM, man, look, he kind of desperate. You know,
I don't think he's desperate.
Unless
he may not have no other way to seeing her.
Exactly.
That's just like seeing a girl at the store.
Well,
you gotta take the shot when you see it.
Well, if that's what you're hitting him in the DMs, taking a shot, that girl, man.
How else you gonna talk to her?
DM have went from, hey, can I get your phone number? So you might see this girl years ago. Your approach is, hey, how you doing? You got a man, can I get your phone number?
You got game.
She say yes or no.
Right.
Boom. But now you see a girl, this guy just go on your DM and say, I seen you at JCPenney today.
Here you go.
You were looking nice. I mean, just giving you a compliment.
But that's the truth.
One thing lead to another.
So
you got direct contact to this girl if you friends with her on social media.
Now you can call them. That's the problem.
With their face.
Well, I was gonna say that means you must have already had a relationship with her. She already one of your social media friends.
No, you might just.
So you know her name is what you.
Hold on. That's just like me.
So
that's just like me and you friends on Facebook, and I come to where you stay at. Wherever you stay in. And I see you communicating with this girl, and I'd be like, "Damn, that girl learned." If I was single,
you gotta put this disclaimer.
Yeah, if I was single, and I was
put this disclaimer.
I learned dealing with this girl, and you say her name. I scroll your page to see Ebony West on your page.
Now we don't know people that do that.
You know what I'm saying? I go on your page. I say, Larry, what's that girl name you were talking to? You said Ebony West.
Well, I know that's true just for the simple fact that I got friends that are friends with girls that I'm friends with that I have that has no relationship, never met this person, but they send them a friend request.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes the friend request is only accepted because they see the mutual friend and they think because it's Larry's friend, they got to be all right. But you going in their DM, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm just saying, a DM is not always a bad thing out the gate. Now, I have seen girls say, damn, I met this guy at the club and he say, hey, I say, hey, he sent me a penis pic. That went south. But now, situation we were just talking about. I'm in your area, your neck of the woods, you know, at an event. I said, Larry, who was that girl you was talking to? You said Ebony.
Mm-hmm.
I go scroll your jank, see Ebony. I said, boy, hey Ebony, I said you at Larry event today. How you doing? She said, how you doing? I seen her friend request, she accept. Next thing you know, the guy's getting a DM like the more and more she communicate, the more and more cocky that person get.
Well, I hope any girl that's close to me and somebody DM like that, I hope you don't think because he's my friend that you get me. Just because he's my friend on social media and you seen him with me, you're not getting me, you getting him. And I know him like that. So
Well, don't come in my DM. I'm with him a lot. You can DM that way.
yeah.
I think, man, one thing that with DMs and social media and all that other stuff, it gives the opportunity for people to be something that they're not.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're really DMing on something
Hold on,
that's
hold on.
almost a
Excuse
false
me.
height. Yeah,
Excuse
go ahead,
me.
go ahead. I apologize, my brother.
You say the DM give people the opportunity to be something they're not.
Yeah.
No, the DM gives opportunity to be who they fucking really is.
Well, no, I beg to differ because you got people that's out here broke, but they blinging on, you know, different
Social media, I
pictures
agree.
and stuff like that.
No,
or they got filters and stuff
That's just
to make
your
them
wall,
look
not
good.
the DM though.
But the DM, you can say stuff that you would not say face to face.
You see
I'm
that girl in
bold
the
on the
club,
DM, but when I
that's
get
right.
to you, I'm shut mouth. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people, would you go to that same girl, if you saw her at the grocery store, you saw her in the club, you seen her at church, will you go to that same girl and try to chat with her?
Not me. I mean, I have always been the shy one. I got my wife now. When I got my wife, I sent somebody else at her.
He was
you know?
a shy friend.
Shy
Yeah,
guy.
I try to put the shy guy in the back. Tell her this and that.
Well, most DM to me, you know, and I'll just use Instagram right now, opposed to Facebook, because Facebook to a lot of people is old.
Messenger. It's Messenger though. Yeah.
So Instagram is to me a lot of fake pictures, or you never see nobody in their home life on Instagram a lot of times. Instagram, man, when you see these women, a lot of times they're on vacation, they're in one of these extravagant resorts, taking bathing suit pictures, things are enlarged.
A lot of makeup.
Everything, you don't know what you're truly getting.
Right.
So I tell everybody, man, be careful because you don't know what's behind her. She's not showing her kids. She's not showing her family. She's not showing her house. You know, so be careful. And if they putting themselves out there like that, a lot of times, man,
It's false.
they're looking for something that false
Catfish.
bravado that I hope you don't get caught up in.
Now, to go back on, I feel our conversation was going into I feel our conversation was going to the direction where is that guys are weird in the DMs, but I have seen some weird girls because I have been hanging out. Now I have been hanging out, and with certain people, and see a girl who had too many drinks, and I'd be like, look. I might hit her on their Facebook message say, did you get home safe? That's all I want to know. Did you get home safe? And the message came back. Yeah, I got home safe. What you doing? I'm home. My wife and kid, you know what I'm saying?
What you doing?
And it went south.
Come on over here.
That one was said.
Yeah.
That one was said, but if I would have fed into it, it might could have brewed up to that.
But the moral of the story
So
is
women
right.
Women do the same thing in DMs the same as guys.
But you know what? If I'm really gonna look at somebody's page, and if that was something that I was really into, then I'm gonna go deep in your page. So if I go deep, the deeper I go, your page got to get real at some point. If your page really never gets real or relevant, you know, where it shows you on your job, or you with your family, or you with close friends, then, you know, 9 times out of 10, you probably don't have a whole lot going on. There's not a lot of substance to you. And then the other part about that is, a lot of times when you meet people now, people gonna Google you. They want your social media anyway, just so they can go be nosy.
But
So people, I mean,
who is the average person that, I mean, just being mentally, who is the average person that look for a relationship out of DM?
That's
The
what
average guy is trying to hit.
I was just about to say
And
that.
these new fun girls
They trying to also.
hit, but the new fun girls trying to get with this guy, but take it 10, 20 yards more to say, look, my light bill due. I need some shoes. These new Jordans coming out.
Well-
That's what the new fine girls want. But the average guy in the
What do you
DM,
call the girl?
Yeah.
new fine girl.
New phone.
New fun.
That's
girl.
new.
Because back in
Make
the
sure y'all
day,
Google that.
No.
New fun girl.
back in the day, girls a little shy. They play blah 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 blah, and you know, mentally, girls know if she go do you out the gate, but the guy got to put in work. But nowadays, you ain't got to put in too much work.
Man, that's
You buy some Jordans, or send her some flowers at the job.
You ain't got to do that
Well,
either, man.
you
ain't got to
don't-
do that all because
I'm
I'm gonna
on
be
a
honest with you,
gentleman
man.
road.
And that's I think that's how we going. The gentleman.
Gentleman role.
Real talk, man. And I mean, people out here trying to have fun. That's what it is. Everybody's living their life like it's their last. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't mess around in my DMs. I don't. I've seen them, but I don't mess around in them because.
So you get them?
I get them.
I don't get
I get them.
DMs.
I do. I do. And it might be something simple as, "What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute," or "Hey, we went to school together," or "Hey, man, I saw you this. That's cool. That's what's up." You know what I'm saying? I don't post nothing because I don't want you liking my pictures. I don't want none of that stuff. Because real talk, I don't want no drama. I'm trying to chill. If
So
you
you,
ain't talking
you
drama,
don't answer none of no questions.
not for real.
Okay, cool.
I'm be honest with you,
Well-
man. When I was in school, if you ain't holler at me then, if you ain't holler at me in college, if you ain't holler at me before I got married, please don't do it now. You had your opportunity.
Well,
to
I
do
think
it.
each social media feed, each social media site is something different. All of them has their own level of usage, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's Facebook. You know, each one of them. And Facebook is for the old people. As they say.
Flag on the play, Larry.
Well, Facebook is for the old people. So
good.
Instagram is you start moving in more younger kids. Snapchat, but Facebook is a little more for the older. Now, as far as the DM, they see what I'm made of.
So Larry, you on the Instagram?
I resent all of that, but you know what? We're gonna go pay the bills, right? So let everybody go check everybody's DMs. We're gonna be right back with Talk Kings, Real Kings, talking about real things. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Talk Kings, where real kings talk about real things. Guys, we talking about a hot topic today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You know, 7 or 8 years ago, a long time ago, I hit my current wife in her DM, but I was respectful. You know,
sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I didn't Snapchat nothing. Actually, it was a part of our wedding, so I think y'all saw it. But that was the real DM. I just said how she doing, and she was respectful back. But that's not always what happens in DMs, right? You know.
Let me ask you a question. I got a good question. So if you do have a mate, significant other, or husband or wife, and somebody DMs her, should she tell you?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
I believe so. What you think, Johnny? You ain't said
Yeah,
nothing about that.
especially if it's a guy that. So no, she don't have the not the African guys that this in everybody's DMs. I mean, they in everybody's DM too, but and fake pages and everybody. But if it's a guy that I know, like you know what I'm saying, out of respect, I think so.
Honestly, me, just me, being Johnny. I don't feel if my wife got that door, go to Walmart, go to the club, or somebody her DM, she don't have to tell me everything. I don't need to know everything because I feel confident in what I bring to the relationship. If that guy wins, he wins. Ain't nothing I can do to stop it.
And that's crazy. Let me tell you something.
I don't need to know everything.
If somebody going to the store hollering or trying to, that's if an attractive woman, somebody's gonna always try to. That comes with the territory.
True.
But going into the DM, you gotta tell me.
She got friends.
That's a whole
she got
different. That's a whole
friends I
different
don't
dynamic.
know.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Her
a guy.
friends shouldn't be in her
They
DM.
shouldn't
I'm
be
good.
DM.
Right.
I'm just saying,
If
it
that's your friend,
happens.
No.
They're
No.
her friends.
She need to let. She
She
need to
got
let me know.
guys that me and my wife got a 6-year age difference. She got people that she went to school with that I don't know. So if a guy just got out of penitentiary or came into town, hey Toya, how you doing?
So that's the difference, though.
She handled it accordingly. I don't need to
still-
know that.
right,
She don't-
right.
You still don't want her to tell you?
No, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know Brian hit me up. So now I'm like, who is Brian?
I can
A
understand
guy I went to
that.
school with in junior high school. Well, why he hitting you up? He just came back from Arizona. I ain't for all those
So
questions.
you're saying, long as your wife dead, it's cool.
As long as she dead it, I'm cool with that. I don't need to know that.
I can go
Because
both
now
ways.
I'm gonna be speculating. Now I'm gonna be thinking about shit. Now if she come to me and say, Brian hit me up. Who is Brian? I don't know who Brian. You know, I don't need that on my plate.
Now you going to search him.
No, I mean not even
I
search
am.
him because I feel
I'm going to
confident.
search.
I feel confident what I bring to the table.
Ain't
I
got
feel
nothing to do
confident
with
what I
confidence.
bring to the table.
But it ain't got nothing to do with that. That's a communication thing. That's part of the man. That's communication.
Okay. Now, as far as communication, you're right. But I'm not gonna sit here and put that pressure on my wife to say, "Oh, you know, Natalie tried to talk to me. You know, Melissa came in my DM
But
and
you
asked
can
me
try
if
to
I'm
talk
still."
to him. So that's why I said it's two different things. If somebody hit you in the DM and they just say, "Hey, how you doing?" and they may or may not know your current situation, like you just said, the guy getting out of jail or whatever. That's two different
If
situations.
they friend on Facebook,
of saying-
he knows she's married.
That's what I was about to say. My picture up there.
So he know her last name has changed.
That's how I feel.
He know her
about it.
last name has changed. I don't need to know that.
So-
but I'm not gonna tell my wife everything that come to me. We don't need that pressure in our relationship.
So if I say, "Hey,"
I don't need a pressure in my relationship. I'm not.
Okay,
like
so
this.
let's say she didn't tell you, right? Mm-hmm. And you out with some boys, right? Mm-hmm. And it happened to be the guy that was in her DM. Mm-hmm. If she would have told you he was in them, you sitting there enjoying, laughing, kicking back, smoking a cig and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And this the guy that's DMing you, and she ain't said nothing about it. That ain't gonna make you mad.
No, because if she handled accordingly,
How you
I
know?
ain't gotta
Because you
worry
ain't
about it.
asked.
but
You
it's
ain't
two
wanna
different
know.
types of DMs though.
I
It got to be
don't care
appropriate
about
and inappropriate,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because I can go in the DM. I can say, "Hey, Onyx, you coming to the show tonight?" She shouldn't have to go tell her husband that, "Hey, Donnell inboxed me today in my DM."
Correct.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to categorize the DM, right? Inappropriate and appropriate. Because I can hit a girl in DM and say, "Hey, come get this," or "Hey," because that's maybe the only way that you communicate with that person.
cool.
So
Well,
you're correct.
well, we
Every
gonna-
day you can't come
we're
on.
gonna go on a DM
Sean
as far as
came to
somebody
me.
trying to holler at somebody.
Okay, let's make it
Now-
plain with that.
Now we on that topic. If somebody trying to holler at my wife, this just me. Y'all can go on your own. I don't need to know that.
Man, you like that song from Mario Winans. I don't wanna know.
Keep it
I'm
on the low.
gonna be honest with you, my brother. I got to.
So you want to know every guy that try to holler at your wife?
I put it like this: I don't ever want to be left out of what's going on around in my circle.
So that ain't that. So
It don't play with my mind. I know where I stand. I know where I stand. I know where I stand. But you ain't gonna be laughing and smiling in my face.
no.
You don't get that privilege with me.
Correct.
Whoever that person is will never be around me.
You don't know
I
that.
don't know that though.
You don't
She
know
didn't
that.
tell you.
I know how I roll.
That's the thing.
I know how I roll, and I know who I deal with.
But you don't. That's what I'm saying. But you don't know them.
So you telling me, as far as being men on the set live right now, y'all tell y'all wife 100% everything.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell because I don't want that tail end stuff. She might not even want to know.
A
to be
regular
quite honest.
DM
I
or
don't want it.
inappropriate DM?
If a girl hit you in the DM and say, "Look,"
If I respond, I tell. If I respond, I tell. Most of the time,
you
like I
supposed
said
to
at the beginning,
respond. You
I'll
supposed to
respond. I
tell him
slide
you
that
don't.
jack.
You supposed to respond.
slide
You
that
supposed to
jack.
tell him you don't
I
respond.
slide that jank.
So I've only had a few DMs, right? But they all been fake people. So I play with them.
Fake people.
Yeah, they fake.
I have
play with them.
got a fake
I like
message, and I'm gonna say this on air. I know my wife will be looking at the show. My wife speculated a relationship, and I'm gonna say my
said
wife
something.
texted me saying, "I came and got some shirts made from you," and
Oh, your wife catfished you.
I think my wife tried to catfish me on the air. I think my wife tried to catfish me, and I still got to test my phone. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You know, hey, based off previous shows, and music,
Funny man.
you have a very interesting marriage.
I do.
Funny man.
I have a real marriage.
But it's a real marriage.
Real marriage.
You know, it's a real marriage.
But I'm
That's
saying, hey, being honest, and I commend you on that.
I think my wife
But
tried to
you better,
catfish me
hey,
now.
you better tell me who in that.
Listen, I had some fake. I just be playing with them. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Like, I put a long G on it. Like, man, you can tell the people the fake. Other than that, I think most of the women or people who know me on my page respect my marriage, right? And the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I would hope that the guys respect it, but I know they don't. That's my thing is, guys, they probably need to stop sending these pics.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be, I don't know, like I got a lot of female friends that'll say, hey, this guy sent me X, Y, he's married, X, Y, and Z, and he trying to holler. You know what I'm saying? And how do
Just
you
a
do
screenshot
that?
away. It's
You're a
you're a screenshot away from losing it all.
Losing it all.
You a screenshot away, or what's the jump before when the break? You said Instagram, Facebook, and
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
That's how the song, right?
That song say Snapchat that.
Hey,
Snapchat that.
and a lot of them was Snapchatting that jacket.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't want to see it. I'm gonna be quite honest. Listen,
But I'm gonna say it on the air. Y'all guys, stop saying hi to a girl just because she say hi back. Y'all send a ding pic.
No, don't do that.
A lot of guys do it.
because that ain't gonna be on.
Soon the guy say hi and that girl say hi back, he feel he got a little van. Bing! Picture. She hit the jump. Ding-a-ling.
She probably want to see the bank account numbers more than that anyway. To be honest.
If they was smart
You
enough.
want to Snapchat something, just Snapchat what you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of Snapchats I want to see, guys. Going to DM, you know, with your credit score. You know what I'm saying? Like show me.
If you trying to take it to that
Nobody
level,
doing
Right,
that.
I mean,
Well, and then it depends what kind of woman you're dealing with too. I mean,
what does that mean? Expound on that.
kind of
Mr.
woman.
Dashiki.
Yeah. Bring Lottie.
Hey. So there's some women that are very classy, and some guys know, man, I'm not even gonna try that with her. I'm not even gonna cross that line. 'Cause I know she ain't even like that. And then there's some girls that they see out there based off her posts. And the things she say on her post, the things she wear on her post, they feel like, married or not married, they feel like free game.
Yeah.
You know, based off of her exposure
So
and
you
what she
saying that they
exposes.
invite the DM.
In some ways, man, her exposure and what she puts out there is enticing to young men.
So Donnell,
I agree.
go back to what made you go back into your wife DM?
Unfinished business.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Unfinished business. That's what.
that's a total because
Hey, listen, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I was on Facebook. I don't really use that personal page that much. And you know, I was scrolling and I just started thinking about, you know, my past, and I thought about somebody who meant something to me. And I just hit her up, and it was really just to hit her up, see how she was doing. You know
And
what I'm
good
saying?
timing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can call it good timing because you know, hey, we ended up married. But I didn't come halfway crazy to her. You know what I'm saying? And neither did she come back to me. You know what I'm saying? Anything crazy. But, you know, I couldn't tell you exactly what happened in, 2015?
I can't because I got the call.
You got to go.
I got a call talking about
You
it.
got an initial call?
So I knew all about her and how he wanted to go back and get her.
Before you met her, before you met her.
Yes,
Wow.
and how he wanted to go back and get her.
I did
So
not Snapchat anything.
no, and what I mean, what she
No
meant to
pictures.
him,
Snapchat?
he
No
told
pictures.
And to be honest, right, I gave her my number, and then she didn't call me for a whole week.
and he told me what she meant to him in high school.
You know what I'm saying? She really didn't
I
give a
heard
crap.
the story.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, she didn't
Wow.
really care for real. But, you know, ultimately, I believe that a DM can be good and bad.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
can.
saying? And that's the moral of the story. Like, you know, guys, hey, listen, if you see a woman, and I guess you call it shoot your shot or however you call it these days, you know, but I just think that it's ways to do it, do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
You know, anybody know some good do's and don'ts? I mean, you know, and we married men, you know what I'm saying, and we not in DMs.
Well,
Wives.
My
we trying to help our
do's and
brothers
don'ts
out.
is don't say nothing that you don't care about what other people see, because if you say something that you're trying to keep personal, like you said, it's on a screenshot away.
Mm-hmm.
So be respectful in a DM, get face to face and say what you want to say, but don't say nothing in a DM that you don't care what nobody cares.
Well, me, I wouldn't put nothing in DM just because of who I am. You know, like I say, I'm still that guy from way back
Who was that guy from way back?
Hey, no one deep in the country. so to somebody, they gonna say, they might screenshot that and say, guess who in my DM? LK in my DM, LKJ in my DM.
They waiting to show you up, right?
Look, they're waiting to show that off. So I
want
wouldn't
dirty
go nobody
laundry. They want dirty
DM
laundry.
just for that reason. I ain't putting no hearts. I don't care how good you look. I don't care if it's a classmate. If I can't write it on your page, I'm probably not gonna write it.
So I mean, so how to be honest, because you talk about social media was a form of dating back in the day when it first started, or still is. How does a man that's single see another single woman on social media and speak to her other than the DM?
They have
first of
dating
all-
sites now, though.
Well,
No,
first
but
of all,
I'm just, forget the
you can
dating
still-
sites.
you can
And
still-
we old, so people talk on Facebook.
Yeah.
We on Facebook. I see X, Y, and Z. I'm single. She's single. How else am I gonna talk to her?
well, really, you go at it in a professional way, and you don't go at it with just straight hearts. Or guys want to put fires or all the crazy
Also, we
stuff.
back to the likes and loves of a post now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the DM. Because some people go in DM and just put, emojis. If you really into somebody, you want to talk to somebody. I mean, you started off with a decent conversation. Hey, how you doing? I noticed your pics. You looking good today, beautiful. Just want to touch base. Hey, no pun intended. Ain't looking for nothing. Hey, just a fan, just like what I see.
So is a DM the same as texting?
Be honest with you, it is.
No, I think
Having somebody's
it
phone
is.
number and
It
texting?
is.
No, I think texting is more personal because you have to communicate with this person to get that number. A DM, you can just go straight to them
Yeah, DM can be, yeah.
without no questions asked. If you got this person's number to text them,
Takes it more personal for sure.
it's more personal.
I'll say with the age group that's here. But when I talk to my kids and I'm talking to them, they'll say, yo, this person messaged me. This person texted me. And they're talking actually about Instagram, but they're saying text, but it's Instagram.
No, we talking
So I
about
think it's
texting
the
and
same
typing
thing.
in that 10-digit number.
Well,
But these days it's different.
well,
You had the
it's
same
funny.
number for 50 years.
It's funny you say that though, because that's true. Because the kids now, they use social media as a way of truly communicating.
Yep.
What you doing tonight? Hey, where we hanging? They don't necessarily always text each other. They go on social media and use the social media platform, inbox, whatever, as their way of communicating with everyone.
Okay, let me say something before we get off air. My wife went on my page before and told me how many times I liked this certain girl picture, what she had on, and the date she had it on.
We would have to come back for that. I'm sure we can make a whole episode about likes and loves. We talked about that, fellas. Thank y'all for hanging with me today.
I can't say nothing to that.
Nothing.
man.
Can't say nothing to that. Not this time. Y'all gonna have to check us out again on Talk Kings. I appreciate it. I'm Donnell Britt. Hey, check us out on all social media platforms. Sky 4. We'll see you again. Talk Kings. Real Kings talking about real things. We'll see y'all again.
King Talk, where men come from all walks of life. Situations about life, pitfalls, God, women, and downfalls, our lives, and everything that we go through. For kings, with exclusive insight to our world. Now walking the Talk Kings, real kings talk about